It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hey, good morning and welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News podcast on this Wednesday, November the 6th, 2024, brought to you by Will U.S., the owner of Scootaround, and by Chilliescruises. Sorry, I got sidetracked there as I was going on. It's actually a second or two late, actually getting down to business here. We got several stories this morning, folks, and a couple things to go over. Today's headlines, the lead story today is, of course, Major Hurricane Rafael. Utopia of the Seas misses Nassau. Carnival Panorama returns from dry dock. Also today, P&O new fly cruise partner. Norwegian cancels Hawaii-Alaska cruise. Guest sues over gluten-free taco. And Abu Dhabi tests drone taxis. That and lots more live here at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, coming to you from Bedford County, Virginia. Today is National Nachos Day. I like nachos. I especially like nachos when you load them up with the chili and the cheese and whatever. This day in the news, in 1947, that was actually a little bit before I was born. Not long before, but a little bit. The news program Meet the Press debuted on NBC TV. It's still airing today, the longest running television program in network history. Meet the Press. I wasn't aware, I had never thought about it until this morning, that it had been on that long. So, all right, so I'm glad we got done with the election business. Maybe now I don't have to listen to the ads. I hope your candidate won. I'm going to make no comment one way or the other about that. So we're coming down, getting down to about a week until I get to go traveling again. I'm really kind of looking forward to that. You know, Roger asked us yesterday on the blog when we were going to go, and hot air time, I haven't checked with you on this, but I thought what I told Roger was I thought we'd like 5:30ish on the 14th. That way, for sure, I'll be there. I absolutely can't promise yet on the 13th, but I'm hoping to get out of here on the 13th. So that's the plan, at least. But anyway, Roger sent a couple pictures. This is Mr. Fish and one of the boys. And this is why I was late, guys. This is why I was a minute late getting there. Picture of Nikki and her niece. I just love Nikki to death. She was wonderful to me, wonderful to this channel. I know Roger misses her too, don't get me wrong. But yeah, that one reached out and touched me this morning. So thank you for that, Roger. Looking forward to going to Mr. Fish and sampling something. I mean, I can be happy with anything on a seafood menu. So, but anyway, looking forward to that. All right, so do I have anything else to talk about? I don't think so, other than getting on with the business of the day. So let's do this. Let's take a quick break from one of our fine network sponsors, and then we'll come back with some news. The top story today, folks, again, we got to deal with weather. Since I taped this this morning, it has strengthened considerably. It was 5 miles an hour shy of being a major hurricane the last time I checked. So it has strengthened up considerably. It's going to be a major hurricane, at least before it hits Cuba, which is going to be shortly. It's just right off the coast of Cuba now. And it's going to go across Cuba, which is going to cut some of the guts out of the hurricane, but then it's going to get right into the Gulf, and it's still, even though it's cooled down some, it's still pretty warm water. So this thing could perk back up again. The main the entry point into the United States is probably going to be between New Orleans and Galveston. But anyway, here's a story about the weather. Rafael expected to be near major hurricane strength at landfall in western Cuba. Currently, it's about 120 miles southeast of the Isle of Youth, about 195 miles south-southeast of Havana. The maximum sustained winds are 90 miles per hour. She's moving to the northwest at 14. Barometric pressure is 970 millibars and dropping. A general northwestern motion is anticipated over the next day or two, followed by a gradual west-northwestward turn to the Gulf of Mexico. On the forecast track, Rafael is expected to move over western Cuba later today and move into the southeastern Gulf of Mexico tonight. Reports from Air Force Hurricane Hunter aircraft indicate that the maximum sustained winds have increased to 90 miles an hour with higher gusts. Rapid strengthening is forecast, and Rafael should be near major hurricane intensity before it makes landfall in Cuba. Rafael could briefly weaken over Cuba, but is expected to merge into the southeastern Gulf of Mexico and its warm waters as a hurricane. Interests along the Gulf Coast from New Orleans to Galveston should monitor the progress of Rafael. Now, the little yellow X is a trough of low pressure producing an area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms several hundred miles east-northeast of the Leeward Islands. The system is expected to move generally westward during the next few days, and an area of low pressure could form near the northern Leeward Islands tonight or Thursday. Afterwards, some gradual development of the system is possible toward the end of the week and into the early part of the weekend, while it moves near or to the north of the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico and approaches the southeast Bahamas. Formation chance for the next 48 hours is low at 20%, jumps up to 30% through the next 7 days. Royal Caribbean's Utopia of the Seas was unable to dock in the port of Nassau yesterday due to heavy winds. However, other small cruise ships, including Liberty of the Seas, were still able to visit Nassau as planned, even with the inclement weather. Winds reached 50 knots during the attempted docking. Unfortunately for Utopia of the Seas, docking is a much bigger ordeal than it is for a smaller ship. Be on one of the first MSC ships to go to Alaska when we sail May 25th, 2026 on the MSC Poesia round trip from Seattle. 7 nights going to Ketchikan, Icy Strait Point, Juneau, and Tracy Arm Fjord, and a stop in Victoria, Canada on the way back to Seattle. Inside cabin start at $849 per person, balcony from $1289 per person. The MSC Poesia going to Alaska. Why not join us? I promise you we'll have a great time. Just call me, 434-258-9264, and we'll cruise with Chillie to Alaska. It's a momentous day in Long Beach, California, as Carnival Panorama has arrived back at her home port following her extensive dry dock in Singapore. The freshly updated and enhanced vessel is now ready to resume her Mexican Riviera itineraries. Depending on the sailing date, Carnival Panorama is offering a selection of 6, 7, and 8 night sailings, visiting top ports such as Ensenada, Cabo San Lucas, Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, and La Paz. UK-based line P&O Cruises has marked the launch of a new air charter partnership with Norse Atlantic Airways that will bring scores of British guests to the line's 2 Caribbean-based ships during the 2024-25 winter season. The inaugural flight departed Manchester Airport on November 1st, carrying 300 guests bound for Bridgetown, Barbados, where they will embark on the Britannia and begin a 14-night Eastern Caribbean voyage. Norwegian Cruise Line has canceled a unique voyage in 2025 on board Norwegian Sun that was to combine the sun-drenched Hawaiian Islands with the glaciers of Alaska. The 20-day cruise from Vancouver to Honolulu was slated to depart on June 20th, 2025, giving guests just a 7-month cancellation notice of a lengthy and unique itinerary. In a message to guests and travel advisors, the cruise line attributed the change to a fleet redeployment, but offered no specific details. We have the equipment you need to stay mobile. Whether you need a wheelchair, scooter, power chair, rollator, oxygen, or other pieces of mobility equipment, Scoot-Around, powered by Will, can help. Once you've booked your rental, we can deliver it to wherever you need. For your mobility needs, contact me or call Scoot-Around at 888-441-7575. Use SRN 11137 for the best rates. As with most modern cruise line, it's nearly impossible to go hungry on a Carnival ship. But for some passengers craving a really specific dish, sometimes their hunger can get the better of them. This may be the case for a recent female passenger who wrote to brand ambassador John Heald to complain that she couldn't get a gluten-free taco from Blue Iguana Cantina while sailing on board Carnival Liberty. The quick service dining venue, which offers authentic Mexican cuisine on the Lido deck, can be found on board 23 of Carnival's 27 ships. A lady wrote to me last week because her cruise on the Carnival Liberty was ruined and has asked for a 50% refund because she couldn't get a gluten-free taco at the Blue Iguana, Heald shared on his public Facebook page. It's unclear whether the passenger follows a gluten-free diet by choice or out of medical necessity. Either way, there are plenty of other gluten-free options on board, served in the Lido Marketplace buffet, the main dining rooms, and at other specialty restaurants. John, Can I answer that, lady? No. Abu Dhabi is about to change the game and bring it to the skies with self-driving drone taxis for cruise passengers. In a new venture to literally elevate the tourism scene, AD Ports Group and Advanced Mobility Hub have teamed up to launch the UAE's first trial vertiport for autonomous drone taxis at the Abu Dhabi cruise terminal. Imagine hopping on a drone and zooming over the city's landmarks like the Sheikh Zayed Grand Mosque or the Louvre, Abu Dhabi. With sustainability at its core, the drones are set to be fully electric, carrying between 2 and 5 passengers, aiming to give tourists a smart, eco-friendly way to explore. Noor Rashid Al-Dari, CEO of cruise business at AD Ports Group, is thrilled about the project, saying that this tech will draw new horizons for cruises and position Abu Dhabi as a leader in sustainable tourism. Wow, a drone taxi. There has been a slight price decrease on the Norwegian Epic transatlantic cruise from New York to Rome that sails on March 31st, arrives in Rome on April 15th. Transatlantic cruise, 15 nights. This is not the price drop I've been looking for, but double occupancy now starts at $1,252 per person, which is a couple $100 cheaper than it's been. If you're interested, we still have cabins available. Give me a call for pricing, 434-258-9264, and join us on the Norwegian Epic Transatlantic. All right, that's going to put an end to the news portion of today's show. Let's go over and see who's in the chat room fussing at me today. Always interesting to do that. Okay, Edwin is with us. Good morning, Edwin. Musa. A couple of our friends at X. Hot Air Tom says, happy hump day, everyone. Kenneth's with us up in Pennsylvania. Kenneth says, sorry, Chillie, I did vote for you yesterday. You would have been a great president. Well, I thank you, Kenneth. I did give my concession speech last night to the cats. They had no idea what the hell I was talking about. I ended up staying up all night watching that damn stuff. And I didn't care. I was sick of it. And then I couldn't get away from it. Jeez. Tom, did you get that email? They took a stop away from us in Europe. Yeah, Otter and I, Tom and I talked about that because I misread it. I went back and checked it, and Otter, Tom was right as usual. I thought they were just changing the times, but they actually took one port too. Mike's with us. Says, good morning, everybody. Kenneth says, hopefully Robin and I can meet up with you in Southampton next year. Take you to lunch. Wow, that would be lovely. Katie's here. Says, hello, everyone. Joanne's with us. There's Steve out in Kentucky. Gary Older and Dirt down in Florida. Katie says, Chillie is late. Yeah. I quite frankly, I was trying to get the 2 pictures from Roger uploaded when I realized that one was one from Nikki, and I stopped it. And I was just sitting there thinking about Nikki, and I've let it slide right past there for a minute or so. So I'm not going to apologize for that one, because it's nice to have a quick second there with Nikki. I think about her quite often. So Todd's with us. Good morning, Todd. There's Sonny down in Mississippi. Hi, Sonny. Steve says, I've got a couple of pork butts on the smoker. I can't wait. Ooh, that sounds good. Hot Air says, yes, I received the email. I had an excursion booked as well, so I'll need to watch for the refund. Yeah, I got a cancellation notice email from somebody on the March 31st cruise this morning. So I got to call Norwegian and see if I can save them their deposit. Kenneth said, I did reply. That would be great, but the system lost the reply twice. Sorry about that, Mike. There's Sherry again. Hi, Sherry. Glad to be with you 2 days in a row. Yeah, we're glad to have you, too. Roger says, hi from Jacksonville. Lawrence Spivak. Bob's with us. Good morning, Bob in Tennessee. Sonny said, super glad the election is over. Hopefully elections can be changed to a shorter campaign time. Boy, there's a lot of things that I'd like to change about elections. I'd like to change the negative ads. I don't mind the advertising so much, but I think there should be a rule that it should be positive. You should talk about what you want to do, what your campaign is about, instead of sitting back and throwing darts at people. I never have like that. I changed some other things too, but we won't go there. Let's see. Roger says, got to see a lot of Nikki's friends on my trip. Some people are a lot of tears when I gave some of Nikki's joy. Very nice, Roger. Very thoughtful of you, too. There's another ex-person. That's Lisa McAnthony. McAnthony, yeah. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Katie says, nasty rainy day. Keep getting wet on my daily travels. Sorry about that, Katie. We didn't get any rain yesterday. I don't know. When I looked out earlier, it wasn't raining here. But yeah, I think we're supposed to be up in the upper 70s again today. I might get out and try to get a little sun. Today and tomorrow are going to have 2 nice hot days. So maybe I can get outside for a while. That'd be nice. Lisa, by the way, if you're still with us, since I think you're new, I can see your chats. However, nobody else in the chat room can see it. So, while I was doing the news and stuff, you put a thing in the chat room, they don't see it. It's a glitch between X and StreamYard that I've been working on to try to get it resolved. I know that they can clearly do it because I get your chats. So, I don't know. I don't understand it. But anyway, keep working on it. One of these days, maybe we'll get it fixed. Just keep the storm away from my Thanksgiving cruise. Yeah, that'd be nice. I don't want to see any storms next week either. We really need rain here in Pennsylvania. I don't think you're going to get any from this one. So that's just the way I'm looking at it. Sonny says, that was nice. What a great gift. Hugs. I agree. I agree. There's Cindy. Hi, Cindy. She says, good morning to everybody. M's finally out of bed. M worked the polls yesterday. I have a question for you, M. What happened to the person that was wearing the political hat? Did they make him take it off? I saw on some of the TV coverage yesterday that there were other places that it was allowing the hats. Maybe they don't have the same rules that you have in New York. I didn't think you were allowed to do that in the voting area either. But, again, I don't go vote. I mean, I vote every time, but I'm, 100% mail-in ballots now, and have been for. We were trying to figure it out last night. I think it's 6 years, 6 or 7 years, that the three of us, Gene, and me, have done exclusively mail-in ballots. That was actually before I was in the chair, but I knew that I couldn't take the standing. So I got the approval for that a long time ago. And that was even before the pandemic, and a lot of those rules changed during the pandemic to make it more accessible. But I was at that same point then. So Kenneth says, all right, Mike, that sounds good. When it gets closer, we'll work something out. Okey doke. Gretchen's with us up in Ohio. Just came in. You were out walking the dog again. Joanne says, I was up to 3. I've actually, I was up all the way. I stayed up until I started working this morning. Like an idiot, really. I'll probably take a nap right after I get the show processed. That was very kind of you to vote for Chillie president. Yeah, right. I don't think so. He says, hey to Gretchen. We should get money back too, since they changed it to a C day. I'm not sure if we'll get any money back on that one or not. Because it's not like we have, no port calls. It's just one port call. I don't know. That's a good question, Kenneth. I'm not going to count on it. Lawrence Spivak was Meet the Press moderator. Yeah, that's right. Forever, 47 to 75. I remember him now. I saw you said Lawrence Spivak before, and I'm thinking Lawrence Spivak. Where do I know that name from? Yeah, Roger, that's exactly right. You got a better memory than I do. Going to be 78 today, 72 tomorrow. Yeah, we're going to be even hotter than that here. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to getting outside. Yeah, whereas fall, about 70 today. I'm telling you that the temperatures are all screwed up. I'm just totally screwed up. They told that he had to take off the hat. We do not allow that either, but later he put it back on and came to find out I know him. Let's see. Kenneth says we have had a burn restriction since September, so dry as it is in Pennsylvania. But it is raining today. That should help. Oh, absolutely. Cindy says, don't think you'll get an adjustment for cancel port. I don't either. So, well, now we might, though, on the port, the taxes, the port taxes and stuff, they should refund that, which won't be much, $10, $15 or something. But yeah, we should get the taxes and port charges back. If not, we can go ask for it. And, they can't do anything but tell us no. At least you have one more shot at going swimming in the pool. Oh no, the pool's been closed. The pool's been closed since, the second or third day of September. That first cold spell, that did me in with the pool. That's done till next summer. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap me up for today. Oh, nice number again from X on there. Appreciate all you guys from X. That's wonderful. Nice to see that kind of number every day. All right, that's going to wrap it up, guys. As always, smash that thumbs up button. That'll help the channel out a bunch. And let me take this as my invitation to subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, it doesn't cost you anything, and that really helps the channel. So we're going to have a special guest on Friday. I won't mention any names because it's Mr. Bucket List. But we're going to talk about a couple things with Mr. Bucket List on Friday. So always look forward to Justin. So, and I just sent another invitation out this morning to a new person on the accessibility blog. So I sent a message to her to see if she might want to come on the show, as many of the other ladies in my community have come on, most of them numerous times. All right, guys, that's it for today. As always, stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising. Hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. You guys have a fantastic day. Don't forget, think about that cruise on the Poesia to Alaska. Get those deposits in so you can save the space. All right, guys. I'll see everybody back here tomorrow.
I regularly post videos on all facets of the travel and cruise industry. So if you like to keep up with the latest in cruise ships, ports of call, cruises themselves, Chillie chats, and travel and cruise industry news, just hit the little subscribe button in the lower right-hand corner. Hit the bell notification so you'll be notified when a new video is up or we go live. This video was produced by Chilliescruises.